Hello, my dear students. This is Mrs. Shayma Gharib, and today's lesson about fractions and division and converting fractions. In converting fractions, we are going to learn how to change improper fractions into mixed numbers and how to change mixed numbers into improper fractions. Are you ready? Let's start by revising some rules before you watch any video. First, you have to sit in a quiet place. You should have your pen and a piece of paper to take notes and to solve the questions. You should pause the video after each question, then you try to answer on your own, then you play the video to check your answer and to understand the question in case you get a wrong answer. Are you ready? Let's start. Fractions and division. Any fraction can be written as a division sentence. Let's see. Do you remember from previous videos about fraction that we can express the fraction or any fraction as a division sentence, such as 3/4 can be written as 3 divided by 4. So we start by the numerator, which is the number on top. We divide it by the denominator, which is the number at the bottom. Is this clear? Let's see one more example. 5/8 or 5/8 can be written as 5 divided by 8. The numerator divided by the denominator. We can also write any division sentence as a fraction. So if I have a division sentence like this, 45 divided by 5, I can write it as a fraction. So I will start by the first number on top over the second number or the divisor down. So 45 divided by 5 can be written as 45/5. One more example. 27 divided by 7 can be written as 27/7. Is this clear? So now let's see how we can change improper fractions into mixed numbers. Look at this improper fraction, 27/6. Let's remember together, the number here in the denominator represents the total number of parts in the one whole. So if you cannot remember this, please revise the previous videos about improper fractions and understanding mixed numbers. Then, if I want to represent this as a drawing, it means the one whole I have is divided into 6 equal parts. Is this clear? So when this number is 6, or the number in the denominator, is showing us how many parts are there in the one whole, which means the shape I have has 6 equal parts or divided into 6 equal parts. Is this clear? Now, what about the number on top or the numerator? It shows us the total number of parts all together, which means if I asked you how many whole parts are there, which means how many 6 are there, because we said each one whole has 6 parts and we have 27 parts in total. So I need to know how many 6s are there in the 27. So what do you think? How many 6s are there in the 27? I will divide the 27 by 6, which is number 4, and there will be remainder of 3. Is this clear? When I divide the 27 by 6, the answer will be 4. 4 6s are 24. Then there will be remainder 3. So now I know that there are 4 whole parts. Let's see, or 4 whole shapes. Is this clear? Now, what about this remainder? It means there will be 3 parts as a remainder. How to show this on the drawing? 3 parts out of the 6 parts. So this is how can I express this as mixed number. Let's see if I want to write this shaded parts as a mixed number. What should I do? I will start with the whole number. We said that any mixed number is formed from a whole number and a fraction. So the whole number, as we can see, is number 4 because I have 4 whole numbers. And what about the fraction part? Here it is, how to express this part as a fraction. The shaded parts over the total number of parts in the one whole. So it will be 4 and 3 over 6. Is this clear? And again, please remember that the number in the denominator is the total number of parts in the one whole. And the number up in the numerator is the remainder. Is this clear? Now let's see how we can do it fast. Look at this improper fraction here. We said that improper fractions are fractions that are bigger than one whole. And they can be written as a mixed number, and the numerator is always bigger than the denominator. Is this clear? So in order to write this improper fraction into or as a mixed number, we said we can write any fraction as a division sentence. So I will write the division sentence of this fraction, which is 23 divided by 7. Then I will find the answer. How many 7s are there in the 23? Count on by 7. You will find 7, 14, 21. So there are 3 7s in the 23, and there will be a remainder of 2. So the answer will be 3 remainder 2. Now, what does this mean? I have 3 whole, and there will be 2 parts remainder. Is this clear? Now, how to write the mixed number using this information? We said mixed numbers are numbers that formed from whole number and a fraction. So it has a whole number and a fraction part. And this fraction part has the remainder up and the denominator at the bottom. Now let's start to write the whole number. What is the whole number here? What do you think? It is this number, which is the answer of our division. This is the whole number I'm going to write. Then now I need to write the fraction part. So we said before, the denominator is the total number of parts in the one whole, which is same denominator, which is number 7. Do you remember again? The number in the denominator, or the number down, or the number at the bottom, represents the number of parts in one whole. Now, what about the number up, or the numerator? I will write the remainder, which is number 2. So now, 23 over 7 as a mixed number will be 3 and 2 7s. Is this clear? Let's see one more example. 46 over 6. So first I will start by writing the division sentence. 46 divided by 6. What is the answer? How many 6s are there in the 46? Yes, there are 7 6s, which is 42, and there will be a remainder of 4. Now, I will use this to write the mixed number. And as we said, the mixed number has 2 parts, a whole number and a fraction part. So I will start by writing the whole number, which is number 7. So I will write the 7, then I will write the fraction part. I will start with the denominator because I don't need to think about it anymore. So it will be 6. And again, the number in the denominator is the number of parts in the one whole. And what about the number on top? What should I write? I should write the remainder. So it will be 4. So 46 over 6 as a mixed number will be 7 and 4 over 6. Is this clear? Now let's talk about changing mixed numbers into improper fractions. Look at this mixed number. As we said before, it has two parts, a whole number and a fraction part. And the number down is the number of parts in one whole. So if I asked you how many whole numbers in this number, what do you think? Of course, there are 5. This is a whole number, as we said before, which means each one in this 5 is divided into how many parts? It is divided into 4 parts. Is this clear? Because the 4 is the number of parts in the one whole, and this 5 is the whole number, which means each one from these 5 is divided into 4 parts. So if I asked you this question, how many parts are there in total, I need to multiply the number of parts in the one whole by the whole number. 4 times 5, which is 20 parts in total. What about this 3? We said before it's the remainder. It's number of the remainder parts. So I will add it to the 20 to get the total number of small parts in this number. So 20 plus 3 will be 23. Then I got all the number of the parts in this mixed number. So if I want to represent this as an improper fraction, we said we are going to write the number in the denominator, which is the total number of parts in one whole, and it does not change when I change it from a mixed number into improper fraction or from improper fraction into a mixed number, because it will be always the same. Now, what about the number up, which is the total number of parts? Okay, so please, I want you to know the difference between the total number of parts in the one whole and the total number of parts in the whole number, all of it. So now I can write this mixed number as 23 over 4 or 23/4. Is this okay? Now let's see one more example. I have another mixed number, 7 and 5 over 6. What did we say? First, I will write the number of parts in one whole, which is the denominator. Both must have same denominators. So it will be number 6. What about the number up? How to get the number on top or the numerator? I will do 2 steps. First, I will multiply the whole number by the denominator. So 7 times 6 equals 42. Then I will add the parts up, which is the 5, the numerator. So 42 plus 5 equals 47. So now I know the number of parts in total all together. Is this clear? So 7 and 5 over 6 will equal 47 over 6. Is this clear? Now, let's see one more example. 3 and 7 over 8. What did we say? First, I will write the denominator because both have the same denominator, which is the number of parts in the one whole. Then I will multiply the whole number by the denominator. 3 times 8 equals 24. Then I will add the numerator. So 24 plus 7 equals 31. So now I can write 3 and 7 over 8 as 31 over 8. Is this clear? Now it's our questions time. Are you ready? Change this improper fraction into a mixed number. We said, first step, I'm going to write the division sentence. 39 divided by 4, which means how many 4s are there in the 39? So the answer will be 9 4s with remainder 3. How to write this as a mixed number? We said we are going to write the whole number and the fraction part. The whole number here is number 9. So I'm going to write the 9. Then I will write the number down, which is the denominator, the number of parts in the one whole, and then I will write the remainder up, which is the 3. So 39 divided by 4, or 39 over 4, can be written as a mixed number, which is 9 and 3/4. Now let's see another question. Change this mixed number into an improper fraction. 6 and 3 over 7. We said, first we are going to write the number on top and the number on the bottom. We start with the number in the bottom, which is same denominators as we said before, which is the number of parts in the one whole. So I'm going to write the 7 down. And what should I do to get the number in the numerator? I will do 2 steps. First, I'm going to multiply the whole number, which is the 6, by the denominator, which is the 7. 6 times 7 equals 42. Then I will add the number on top, or the numerator. So 42 plus 3 equals 45. So the number here will be 45 over 7. So 6 and 3/7 can be written as 45 over 7. Is this clear? Now look at this question. Find the missing number. I have a mixed number that is written as a fraction, but the numerator is missing. How to get the numerator here? I will follow our steps normally. I will change this mixed number into a fraction, or into an improper fraction. Do you remember? We should multiply the whole number by the denominator. 2 times 5 equals 10. Then I will add the number up, which is a 2. So 10 plus 2 equals 12. Then I can write this as 12 over 5. But here in the question, the denominator is 10. Do you remember why 5? Because we said both must have same denominator. So now I have here 12 over 5, and in the question, it's a missing number over 10. So I need to change this 12 over 5 to be a fraction over 10. Do you remember equivalent fractions? The 5 became 10. What happened? 5 times 2 gives 10. So I will do exactly the same with the 12. So the 5 is multiplied by 2 to get the 10. Is it clear? So now I will do exactly the same with the 12. I will multiply it by 2. 12 times 2, or double 12, is 24. So the missing number up will be 24. This is the end of our lesson today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you have any question, please feel free to leave a comment, and I will answer you as soon as possible. Please remember that your feedback is highly appreciated. Thank you very much, and have a nice day.